In this video, we'll see how to use a related field inside Airtable in a WeWeb app, and how to use dropdowns to also select and search our collection in WeWeb coming from Airtable. So if you remember well, my Airbnb table here has a region. So each house is part of France. So I set up France as a whole region, but also like a sub-region of France. And this is actually what we call a related field, like a lookup field also in Airtable. So all this data come from this property region table here. So it's not, this data is displayed in Airtable, but it's not actually stored inside this record. So if I were to go back in WeWeb and, for example, here go in my collection inside my first house, if I go to region, you see here I've got two items, but that are actually IDs. It's the IDs of the records in the region table I showed you before. So you don't have access to this data inside WeWeb. So if you were to display region and select on regions, there would be two things to do first. So the first thing would be to actually create a new collection, called regions, where we're gonna pull from Airtable the regions from our property region table. So here, property region, I select everything. So you see here, I've got all my regions. I continue, I don't paginate this, and that's it. So for example, if I were to display the region of each houses on them, I would need a formula to do this. So it's only for explaining this to you because I won't use this in the layout, but we'll use it later in a dropdown to select the houses. So let's say I remove the name. And again, if I go inside the region, you see here, it's a list and I've got only an ID. User can't read this ID. I mean, it's nothing for them. So what I would use is the not VLOOKUP. I'm used to Excel, but lookup, but it's actually like Excel. That's why I forgot. But lookup is that it says here, so it looks for a value inside an array based on the key, and will get back the item matching in the array which has the same key. So for example, I would give it the first region value, then my array would be actually in my collections, my regions.data, and the key I want to search is the ID. So you see here, WeWeb got back the proper element from my collection regions with the name, order, ID, and property. So I could do something like .name to only display the name, and I get France because France is the first. It's always in my all my records, and it's the first region. So what WeWeb has done is that it searched for this ID inside the regions collection and got me back the whole record here, and then I can search for only the name. Okay, that's cool, but let's say I want the real region. So instead of taking the first region from my properties record, I will take here the first one. So the first one, like index 1, is actually the second one, because remember, computers, they begin counting at 0. So if I do this, I get the actual region of my property, because remember here, I always have France first and then the current region. And then I can do again .name, and you see I get all the regions my houses are from. So actually, I wanted to not display them, but you know why? Let's just keep them here as normal and reduce them a little so that you can see which house is part of which region. And now we are going to use this inside a dropdown. So dropdowns, they will help us, for example, here to filter the collection. So to add one, I will go on the add panel, input and control, and I will use the select one and drag and drop it below my search. I will remove the text here, And inside the layout, I will select the search and the select using Shift key. And then I can do Control G to wrap them inside, on the search bar and the select, and then Control G to wrap them inside the flexbox. So now they're inside the flexbox. So I can align them the way I want. So I will remove the margin from my search bar, go back on my flexbox, then set it as horizontal, so it's already the case. Then I will align every element in the middle. Also, my select here has some margin on top, so I will remove it as well. Go back to my flexbox, set some column gap, so like 30 pixels so that they can breathe a little. And on this flexbox, I will set up the margin again on top, so like 16. Okay, now I've got my dropdown, but my dropdown here is filled with fake data, which is coming with it. And I want to actually use my regions data. So I will click on the input select here to select it, then go in the settings. And here you will see for each option, I've got a label and value. So a label is actually what the user sees. The value is what is stored inside the app when the user selects an option. And instead of entering them by hand, what I will do is that I will bind them to my regions collection. So what WeWeb will do is that it will add all the records that are inside my regions collection inside this dropdown. And now I have to bind the label field. So I will bind it to the name of the region and the value to the ID. And you will get why later, because the ID is actually what is stored inside each property. So I will be able to filter on this ID. For the initial value, you will have to enter, it's when you want a value selected already, when the user first lands on the page. So here we want friends to be selected by default so that every property shows up. So to do this, I'll have to bind it to the ID of this region. So the French region, which is the first one, so index 0, remember, and I will select this ID. So you see that by default, WeWeb is selecting France. And if I go in preview mode, I have all my regions here. Okay, now what I need to do is actually to go back inside my properties sort filter and pagination and add a new filter. So add a condition when the region contains the value that's stored inside my dropdown. So I will click the bind icon, go inside the variables, input select, click on input select value. So I will get the ID, and I will also do ignore if empty. And here I will get all the properties because France is in all of them. But if you remember well, if I go back on my layout and I go on the input select, I can create a workflow on change. So it will happen every time the user select a new value in the dropdown. And I will do a simple fetch collection like I was doing several videos before for my search bar. And I will select the properties region. So every time the user is changing the dropdown, it will refetch, WeWeb will refetch, like load again the properties collection. But because it's now filtered on the value of the dropdown, it will be it will show only properties for this specific region. So if I close it and now I go into preview mode, and for example, I select, I don't know, Occitanie, I only have houses that are from Occitanie. And my search is still working. So if I search for Agde, I only get one house. So it's really cool. And I can do the same for Nouvelle-Aquitaine, for example. And I get these 4 houses. So yeah, that's how we used related fields inside WeWeb collection coming from Airtable and a dropdown to filter data.